Right, John, Manchester City, Huddersfield, I thought, yeah, obviously City, they sort of have players to come back, and the De Bruyne injury is certainly a blow, but they have a lot of cover. He's out for, they say, between 10 and 12 weeks. Huddersfield's approach to the game was complete surrender, John. Not to detract from what City achieved, they scored 6 goals, but I thought Huddersfield's never applied themselves to the job at all and played with absolutely zero conviction.
But they did that last year, Eamon. You know, Huddersfield did that last year and they got a draw actually at City. I think
it was when the Premier League title had been decided, I think. No,
City had to win that day to decide it. But
okay.
I can understand. I don't agree with it, Eamon, but I can understand it. You know, when you got a team that as good as Manchester City, you're going to play them away, and like Huddersfield have very, very little. I mean, the only thing you could say is, well, if they had to go, they probably wouldn't have been beaten 6. The worst that we do is beaten 6 anyway.
Yeah.
So it's very, very difficult for those teams at the bottom. I mean, with the resources that they have in relation to the resources that Manchester City have, I don't agree with it, but I can understand it.
Liam, are City a good thing, or is there a 2-horse race between City and Liverpool? I asked that.
I think Liverpool will probably be the team that gives them the most to think about. But you look at the strength they have on the bench, Eamon, and they rested Sterling, they rested Walker from the game against Arsenal. He changed a lot of the players over. De Bruyne has obviously picked up this injury, but it didn't seem to bother him. You had David Silva coming back in, and he was running the show. So they've got so many alternatives that
Bernardo Silva.
Liverpool just don't. They have strengthened, but they just don't have that class of squad. So you would have said, unless City take their eye off the ball seriously, it looks a foregone conclusion that they're going to go and win back-to-back premierships.
I think the man, John, I put this to both of you. I think Liverpool are very strong with their front three in particular, where City have a vulnerability, that is their defence. And that, I think, the matches between those two clubs will be important in that respect. And
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If Liverpool could turn them over in both games, well, then it could be closer than I think it's going to be. I liked Liverpool's defence last night. I thought they denied Palace, very few goal-scoring chances. And Palace can be dangerous, especially at Selhurst Park. But I thought Van Dijk and the goalkeeper, they've made that defence look an awful lot stronger. The lad on the left, Robertson, is a really, really good fullback. It's just that, let's say Van Dijk gets injured, or say Salah gets injured. What can Liverpool do about that compared to Manchester City? That's where I think the advantage lies with City, because of the class squad they've got.
Yeah.